another video. I know my windshield is very dirty. I'm gonna clean it in a minute. Look at that big one. Yeah. So we are here at Dodge City, Kansas. I'm picking up at the Cargill here in Dodge City. I actually could have picked it up a few hours ago, but it's a drop and hook window, so I'm gonna go pick it up. And it is currently 11 o'clock basically, so I'm gonna try to go pick it up at midnight. That way I'm not driving completely through the night. Yeah, like I said, it's a drop and hook window, so I can go pick it up between, it was like 1800 today and 4 a.m. So we're gonna go pick it up at midnight and then get out of here. We're going to California again. Thankfully. I'm so glad I'm finally going west again. But yeah, we're going to Fresno, California, and then Lancaster, California, which I think is kind of outside of LA. But yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to go west again. Yeah, I'm gonna start my pre-trip here in a minute, and then we're gonna head right down the road, pick up at the Cargill. We'll probably have to come back here and weigh it because it's heavy, and our tandem's got to be way forward for California. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, we're here at Cargill, dropping our empty trailer here at the wash bay because Cargill washes the trailers themselves. Sorry guys, my truck's doing a regen right now and it's very noisy. But yeah, I'm gonna drop this empty trailer here in the wash bay and go find our loaded trailer. Going on a hunt for our trailer. That's the thing about this place is you have to go looking for your trailer in all of these trailers. We'll find it. Row number 2. Looks like he's looking for his trailer too. One thing you always got to be careful about is like this trailer here, they put it way too high up, so I'm gonna have to lower it down before I can back into it. And that's how you do a high hook. That's how you get in a lot of trouble, because if your kingpin goes over this fifth wheel and gets stuck, it can be a bad day. Well, the sun is starting to come up. It is 6 a.m., 6:08. We just took our 30-minute break in Tucumcari, however you say it, New Mexico. We finally made it to I-40. We took US 54 all the way from Dodge City down to I-40. So we should be able to make a little better time now that we're on the interstate. But yeah, we got about 5.5 hours left on our clock. We've driven 300 miles so far, so hopefully we can do over 600 miles, because I basically only have 2 days to get 1,300 miles, so we're gonna have to finish off the very last of it on Monday morning and then somehow make our 2 appointments on Monday morning. So I can't fill completely up because I'll be overweight. So I think I'm gonna put 75 gallons in each tank. So we are currently in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Getting some fuel. I was getting pretty low. I was down to like an eighth of down to like an eighth. So we were getting really low. Yeah, I'm only getting diesel and DEF. Well, in the truck. Not putting diesel in the trailer. Because like I said, I don't want to be overweight. And the tank on the reefer is already pretty full, so don't really have to worry about that. I gotta get past some weigh stations first. I'll get fuel again in Arizona before I hit California. Fuel is expensive in California, and it'll be the same thing. I won't fill up all the way because I'm like right at 79,000 something. So, and just 100 gallons of diesel weighs 700 pounds. So, and I put in 140 gallons. Just over 79,000 when we weighed the truck, and we were at half the tank of fuel. So, and we dropped down to like an eighth of a tank. So we'll be fine putting in 140 gallons, but just gotta be careful. So we have driven, I don't remember what it was now, like 450 miles, I think. So I'm gonna try to, like I said, I'm gonna try to get over 600 miles today because we still have a little over 900 miles left. I gotta knock the rest of it out tomorrow so I can make my appointments on Monday. Tomorrow's Sunday, so Easter Sunday. There's a Love's and a TA in Gallup, and I believe I'm about 200 miles away from Gallup. I believe, maybe a little less. And so if I stop there, I should be able to hit at least my 600 mile mark. We got ourselves a shower. Definitely needed one. Shower isn't too bad. Water pressure was alright. It was nice and warm. Wasn't too bad. I didn't get my floor mat though. And that sucks because I really like the floor mat. But, oh well. But, yeah. We're gonna go back out to the truck, get some food, and get some rest. Why is it snowing in the desert? Why is it snowing at all? It's April 19th. We should be done with the cold. I'm so ready to be done with the cold weather. I'm so tired of it. But we are here in where are we? Oh, Jamestown, New Mexico. We're about 20 miles east of Gallup, New Mexico. I was gonna try to get to Gallup, New Mexico, but it's a small Love's that's there, and then a TA. And I really wanted a shower and some good food tonight, but you know, and it was only 20 more miles, so I just decided to stop here at the Flying J. They got some good food here. But yeah, why is it snowing? So we gotta go do some laundry, make it through this maze of trucks. Got my laundry bag. This is a pretty big Flying J. I think on Trucker Path it says there's like 400 spots, or maybe it's like 200 something, I don't know. Well, it's a pretty big size. Got a shop over there. There's a Denny's and a PJ Fresh in here, and a Subway, and a post office. And there's like 16 showers, so it's pretty good size. So it's Sunday. We are at a rest area here in Arizona, about 30 miles east of Flagstaff. I've passed by this rest area many times and never stopped here, but always wanted to because of these cool like rock formations and whatnot. But I had to stop and pee anyway, so figured I'd come over here and check it out. Yeah, this is really cool looking. But yeah, I'm gonna go in there, use the bathroom. But I just figured I'd come over here and check this out. I just think that looks really cool. could almost hide in here. I know it's kind of dark, but anyways, just gotta go use the bathroom real quick and we'll get back on the road. Look at that. That's cool. Almost 3 o'clock in the morning, Arizona time. Probably gonna stop in Barstow tonight, or today, whatever. But yeah, pretty nice rest area. Yeah, it's Sunday. We gotta be in Fresno at 7 a.m. Monday. Like I said, it's Sunday. Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody. But yeah, so we're making pretty good time. So there's actually a meteor crater that's right down the road from here. I don't know if you guys can see that sign, but I've actually been there before. It's really cool. And if you guys ever get the chance, you're ever in this area, I suggest you go check it out. It's really neat. It's a really big hole in the ground. Alright, we made it to Kingman, Arizona, to Flying J here to take our 30-minute break. Those mountains are beautiful. But yeah, my 30-minute break's almost up. So we're gonna get back out here in a minute. Look at that. Very pretty. So I thought that we would be stopping in which we still might stop in Barstow. But if I can try to, because if I stop in Barstow, that's gonna leave me with still 230 miles to Fresno. So I'm gonna try. I gotta go through some mountains and we're heavy, so it might slow me down. So if I can, I'm gonna try to make it to Boron, California. There's a Love's there that I'll try to stop at, and that'll leave me exactly 200 miles basically to Fresno, which will help with for one, I won't have to get up as early. Two, it'll make it easier to get to my first delivery, then hopefully get unloaded quick and get to my second delivery in Lancaster. So at least every once in a while you should be checking this fuel separator and just draining a little bit of fuel to make sure that there's no water that is filtered out. I just want to open it a little bit if I can get it to open. There we go. Looks like fuel to me. So close it back up. Make sure this is tight. And you're good to go. So we are in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Had to stop and get fuel. I think this place is pretty. With all the palm trees. Yeah. We're gonna get back on our way. We're almost to California. Sucks about California is trucks are only allowed to go a maximum speed of 55 miles an hour. So I feel like it takes forever to get anywhere here in California. Most people don't do 55 though, as you might be able to tell by the guy in front of me. I'm doing 55. I wouldn't break the law. Never. Man, this drive seems like it's taking forever. We can only do 55. So we're at the Desert Oasis rest area here in Cali. Gonna go and use the restroom and stretch my legs for a second. Got a pretty little palm tree. But we're almost there. We're about an hour and a half away from where I'm going to try to stop. We'll get there eventually. Well, we made it to Boron, California. So we got about another 3-hour drive in the morning. So that's basically what I wanted. Is that a house up there? I don't know. I don't know what kind of trees these are, but they're really cool. But yeah, here we are, Moron, California, at the Love Shack. I'm gonna get something to eat. There's a Carl's Jr. in here. I think I'm gonna go get me some Carl's Jr. and maybe do some editing on a video and take it easy. But yeah, get you guys in a little bit. Man, it is just so nice out here. It's hot. I like hot. I like the heat. It is nice out here. So it's Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. Let's all just remember what Easter is really about. I know we have the Easter bunny and all that. Everybody likes to do the egg hunting and stuff. But just remember, it is about Jesus. Just wanted to say that. I feel like people kind of forget what Easter's all about. Yeah, it is nice out here. Super nice. I love it. Not dealing with that cold anymore, where it was like snowing and rainy and cold there in New Mexico and parts of Texas. It's nice and warm. So being at Love's means I won't get to get my Pilot coffee, but that's okay because there is a Flying J that's about 40 miles up the road that we can stop at in the morning and get our coffee. Because I love my Flying J coffee, or my Pilot coffee. I'm excited for some Carl's Jr. By the way, look at that price of fuel. That's insane. That's California for you though. $5 a gallon. That's crazy. Back in Oklahoma, it's like $3 a gallon. Crazy. Alright, we're here at this restaurant depot. It's the first stop for the delivery before we go to Lancaster. I was gonna try to record me backing in and whatnot, but the guy here didn't seem like he was having a very good day, and he was trying to get me to hurry up and get back in. And it's kind of a small area, so I was trying to get out of everybody's way. We've got 2 other trucks here. But yeah, we have about a 3.5 hour drive to Lancaster. It is 7:30 right now, so hopefully we can. Like I said, I'm gonna have to sleep on the street out there at the Sigma in Lancaster. So what my plan is I'm going to, there's a Flying J on I-5 that I'm gonna stop at and try to take a shower real quick, because I know I won't get one tonight, obviously. So I'll take a shower there, because I got plenty of time to do that, and then get over there, get parked, and then get checked in, and we'll hopefully get unloaded later tonight. So yeah, that's the plan. Right now we're just waiting to get unloaded. So there was a pallet back there that fell over too, and all the boxes were all over the trailer, so that might take a little bit, but oh well, we got plenty of time. Alright, it's a little loud in here, but this is what's left after they unloaded. And I had to put these load locks in kind of a weird place, because I don't want that one falling back. I don't want that one tipping over or falling back. Those are pretty short, so it should be okay. But when I first opened the trailer, this first pallet that was right here was scattered all over the floor. That's the problem with these Cargill loads, is you're not able to look inside the trailer or put any load locks up. So you have no idea what you're gonna find when you open the doors. But all right, let's get out of here. Alright, we made it here to the Flying J, and guess what? There's a Taco Bell here. You know what I'm getting? Some Taco Bell. Love me some Taco Bell. Alright, let's get in here and get a shower. One thing I love about California is you always have all these little taco trucks and little vendors everywhere. Because a lot of produce comes from California. So you'll have people selling strawberries on the side of the road, or tomatoes, or apples. So we got plenty of time to make it to Lancaster, our second delivery, or second drop, because we only got like an hour and a half drive left. But I wanted to say something about the guy I was talking about earlier at the last receiver. When I said he was having a bad day. So he came bolting out that door and started yelling at me about how I was late, which I was not late. I was early, actually. I was like 45 minutes early. And then when I corrected him on it and showed him where I was supposed to be there at 7:30, not 5, he wanted to come up with something else to act like I did wrong or whatever. And I just want to say that is one of the most frustrating things ever. I know if you're a truck driver, you understand. You've been driving all day or night or whatever. You just drove 1,300 miles to get there, and this receiver or whatever wants to be rude. Look, I know there's rude truck drivers too, and shame on them too. But there's no reason to come out and be rude to me, man. And you know, I try to respect everybody, but as soon as you disrespect me, you know, that's why, like I said, I called him out on it. And you know, I don't know, it's just frustrating. But be nice, people. About taking the boots off and putting the slides on, or my shoes, I'm not sure. It's very hot outside though. But let's go get some Taco Bell. It is hot in here. I need a haircut. Yeah, like I said, people sell like fresh fruit and stuff on these little stands that they have out on the road, and it is the most fresh food that you have ever tasted. I had a guy give me, let me try out some of his strawberries. Oh, I'm not even that big of a fan of strawberries, but those strawberries were good. We made it up the Grapevine after what felt like forever at 30 miles an hour. I just wanted to stop, take in the view for a minute. I think I've only been up the Grapevine one other time in the daytime. Coming up the Grapevine. All right, let's get going. Well guys, we made it to the middle of nowhere. This is where we're going to be spending the night. Out here in the middle of nowhere. Good thing I got some Taco Bell. Yeah, our appointment's not till 7, so I already checked in. She let me check in, so she told me right before my appointment, or right before 7. Man, I'm finding nails all over the place. Right before 7, she said go ahead and drive up to the gate, and they should be able to get me a door. But by that time, I'll be out of time on my clock, so I'll have to come right back out here and park again. And then we've already got another load. And that's picking up smack dab in the middle of Los Angeles. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. It's actually 2 pickups. One's in Vernon, which is basically LA. And then the other one is LA, right in the middle of LA. Picking up at some Oriental place, and then going back to Oklahoma City to some restaurant or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, should be fun. Not. It's gonna be very stressful, but that's trucking. It's a pretty cool view though. Finally got unloaded. It is 2:06. I've been up for almost 24 hours now. Well, almost 20 hours, I guess. But we're gonna go park over here, back in the middle of nowhere, and try to get some sleep. My trailer is so dirty. So we're gonna have to get a truck wash in the morning too, so that's gonna take even more time. Hopefully we can find somewhere to park after we get loaded. But I don't know. Los Angeles, California. So where we picked up, I didn't record my other pickup because it was just a complete mess. It was in Vernon, California, which is basically LA. But this whole thing has just been a mess. I don't even have an actual bill of lading. I hope they're gonna give me a bill of lading at this spot, because I don't even know how this is gonna work. But I'm starting to run out of time on my clock, and nobody's even come out and loaded me. There's no dock here either. That's my product. I'm backed up to it, and I don't know how they're gonna put it in there, but yeah, we're in LA. This whole day's been a mess, dealing with LA traffic and everything. Here we are. I think they're about to load me. So I realized I didn't actually make an ending to that video, or to this video. So I'm gonna make it now. So I'm actually in Oklahoma City at our terminal right now, as you can see. But yeah, so basically I ended up picking up there in Los Angeles and just driving back down I-40 and heading east, and came here. I had to come here to get my truck worked on. I got a shock that's leaking. I got a bad tire, and what else? Oh, my front end. I got to get my front end worked on. But yeah, I didn't make an ending to the video, so I figured I'd do that now. But I appreciate you guys watching. I know it was a little bit of a long one, but I just had a lot to show you guys. So I hope you guys liked it, and hope you watched it all the way through. If you liked it, then please like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.